Is my hair white? Or
No, it's red. It's just the lighting.
no, it's been washing out.
Yeah, it's not like white, but it's like gray. I would say it's more gray.
Cool.
Hello, everybody. Hi, and welcome back to another episode of Two Idiots, One Brain Cell. I am Lumberjack Allen, as always, and with me,
Emotaculous.
welcome back. What's so funny, buddy? We haven't even said anything. I just did the intro. Why are you laughing?
I just I've got the giggle.
Have you even started yet?
Uh,
Well, now they won't know whatever the hell we said was so funny because we just introed in and you're laughing. So
it was the brain cell short circuited, and we had a mental technical difficulty.
our whole life is a mental technical difficulty. What do you mean? Have you not heard me try to speak on the daily?
High words are good, yes.
I embody the would you and you would you and would you and would
Have you ever?
have you ever would you have a dream? That kid, that's me.
Is
I
that?
emb- I
So are
embody.
those? Is that copyrighted? Can you just put that in a video?
I don't think it's copyright. Like what?
Can you
Like
copyright a meme? That's not going to be the discussion. I don't want
can
to. Because now I'm thinking about it. I'm like, can you copyright memes? Like,
I mean, if I think the kid would have to do it, and I don't think he has.
is it? Yeah. If something becomes a meme online, is it public domain?
Or would the TV show technically own it because he signed a contract? Well, he's a kid. Well, he signed a contract to be on the show.
Okay, but like, let's say like think of like the old memes. Like, let's say you had
Yeah,
like a picture of me, and it said
or
something dumb
or what
like
was it? Bad Luck
big
Brian.
stinky.
Yeah, Bad Luck
Yeah.
Brian. Like he. I don't think he ever. I don't think he ever did. I know he
Does he
probably.
own the rights for being the meme, or is it still like open?
I mean, if he did, he never sued anyone for it because everyone used it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it would be pretty hard to stop it.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things that it's like how would even if you wanted to, how would you how would you enforce it? Because it's one thing
Well,
just to say that it is, but like
yeah, you can't really stop a meme.
I mean, I
But like,
know
I just
that.
mean like, can they put like a meme in like a AAA movie title?
No,
Could they put?
I think a lot of that, a lot of the the bigger the context, I think a lot I think that they start. I think they have to like get his permission or like pay him or what something, because it's not even that he has like a thing on it. It's just that you have. It's not even about the meme. It's just that you're using his likeness in the movie. So I think that's. I
Or what
think.
if it's not like a? What if it's not like a person?
Well, uh, well, we're not lawyers, so I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah. All legal advice we give on this show is not advice, and it should not be taken as such.
Yeah, yeah. All our legal advice.
Just don't do dumb things.
Just don't do stupid shit. That's our legal advice.
Don't do anything at all. Stay home. Do nothing.
That's not good advice.
I
We've
didn't say it was supposed to be good advice.
You can still get in trouble by not doing anything at home. I hope you know
All
that.
right, quit your job, buy a van, travel across the country.
If as long as you have the money to do it.
Do it irresponsibly. Eat grass.
How would you how would you fuel your car?
Grass. Lawnmower. Get a lawnmower that eats
You
grass.
could have
For
said like
fuel.
a more at least like it may not even still make sense, but at least a more reasonable answer like make it electric or solar panels or anything.
Buy a bicycle with one of those like child seats in the back, and put your groceries there.
Oh my god.
Or you're a child. I don't know what's more important to you.
Just don't have a child. Problemo solved.
So it was pet peeves, right?
Yeah, we never even said.
Meme copyrights, bad advice, pet peeves.
Well, no, I had a story, and it would go into our topic. And our topic today is pet peeves and bad habits. But a story that relates to pet peeves was okay. So I'm gonna paint a full picture here. Like I'm gonna start at my morning, and then we'll get to the meat of it. So this morning I was in a hurry, and I wanted breakfast, but I was hungry for breakfast, but I didn't have time to make anything special. So I just made some toast. And I took that toast, and I used spray butter. And I know everyone who just heard me utter the word spray butter just like cringed. And listen, before any of you go off on me, yes, I have Kerrygold or whatever the brand is, the Irish butter that's like mass produced and everyone it's good. I I agree, it's good. Here's the thing, I don't have spray butter is easier, and I was in a hurry. I just had to spritz it 3 times, and it's like covered. And I know whatever preservatives is going to kill me, but I don't care. I was hungry.
Well, it's not butter. It's oil.
Whatever. Spray. It's butter. It's spray butter.
Yeah.
It says spray butter on the thing. It's spray butter.
That's
I don't care
margarine.
whatever, dude. Either way. So I get to work, and I tell my coworker, and she's like my work bestie. She's a super cool person. I was like, oh, I was like, man, I got here in time. Like I was kind of rushing. I had breakfast. She was like, what was for breakfast? I was like, toast with like butter on it. And she's like, oh, what kind of butter? I was like, nothing special, like spray butter. And she's like, ew. And I'm like,
Wait. Who asked about follow-up details about buttered toast?
that's like the kind of friendship we have, though. That's like, we ask like the stupid questions. Like, because like right now, our work is really slow. So we're bored. So we're just like like half our
Wait.
shift is talking to each other.
Be
Like,
like, I had pancakes this morning. Oh yeah, with what kind of syrup?
I would
Like,
ask what kind of syrup. Like, are you
why?
using the stupid
Say syrup.
what kind of syrup are you using? The stupid syrup or like the actual like the good maple syrup?
Oh, I love the thick plastic stuff.
What?
Like the Mrs. Butterworth.
You know which ones
Love.
is like okay, we're already off topic and I haven't even finished my story, but like you know what maple syrup is gross? Like the one that you can like the reheatable ones that you can put in the microwave. They come in a plastic bottle and you can reheat it and make it warm and then like you then keep it in said plastic bottle and then put it in the fridge again and then you can do that over and over again. That sounds disgusting.
Who did that and why? I've never even heard of that.
It's not the like Miss Butter whatever brand. Like it was like the other popular brand that's not Mrs. Butter, but it's the
Is
cheap.
that the
I don't know. Like I wouldn't be able to tell.
It's what is it? Whatever they changed Aunt Jemima to,
Probably yeah.
they changed it to like something Mills or something.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Same box, same font, just different name.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So so that's we talked about like, and she's like, "Why aren't you using like good butter? Why are you using spray butter?" I'm like, "I was in a hurry," and she was like ragging on spray. I'm like, "It is efficient. I am not saying. I understand that spray butter isn't good for me. I understand that it's not good. I understand that Kerrygold, or whatever Marigold, Kerrygold, something gold butter, the is the best butter you can buy that's mass produced. That's not like a small batch or whatever. Like, I get it. Here's the thing. I was in a hurry. Also, why do you care so much? Why like
See, why do you care what kind of butter I used?
it's butter. Like, but I know like that I uttered the word spray butter, and there's like 10 people, like at least 10 people who just heard that and physically went, "Bleh." And like, why? Like,
It's not that it tastes bad. Just it's such a to me it just feels like such a lazy, like, because you, like, people are like, oh, I'm gonna use like the spray butter on my like corn on the cob, and I'm like, you take the stick of butter and you go and just wipe it on and like done.
man who refuses to go solve his hunger problems is saying, talking about how people are
That's
lazy.
two
But
different things. No, I'm just too lazy to go get the food, but once I have the food, I'm not lazy enough to do all the rest of that.
man who's
If I had a fridge right here, that you would not call me the like the food problem guy. It's just the fridge is all the way up there.
you would be if you had a fridge in your room. I feel like you would gain like 50 pounds because you would not stop snacking.
Oh no, I gained that already by snacking. got my potato crisps right here.
That's why the only mini fridge I have in my room is specifically just for drinks. Because if I start putting food in there, I'm done for.
Well, that's our issues. Like, well, we used to buy a lot of soda. I'm trying to cut down, but I broke recently. But I have soda in my room right now.
Focus, boy, focus.
But now I'm thirsty. All right, I can survive.
Okay, so like that kind of leads into my pet peeve of I don't tell me what I can't eat. I get like I like um the fucking Big Mac documentary, the McDonald's documentary, like the
Oh,
super
the
size,
super
yeah,
size.
yeah. I remember watching
That
that.
was well. That's not. That's a. It was a fake. It's like.
I know it's fake. I get that
Yeah.
I know that it was faked and whatever, all that crap. I get that. But like the whole message was don't eat fast food. And like the whole time I was watching, I'm like, yeah, if you eat McDonald's every day, it's bad for you. But like if you don't eat
But you're
McDonald's
also
every
rich.
also but if you don't eat McDonald's every day, it's not bad for you. Like you can have it. Like like it's a two-folded, it's like there's two-part like of that pet peeve is like, one, don't tell me what I can't eat because I'll eat whatever. I don't care if it's bad for me. I'm eating it because it's efficient. Two, fast food isn't bad for you if you're smart about it. Like if you're just like every once in a while, like once every 2 weeks, you need to like you're in a hurry. What I'm saying like is it like or once a week or whatever. But like you can't always eat out. But like it's not also a problem if you like are smart about it. Like the people who like have a problem with it are the people who have like who eat McDonald's like every meal. Now you have an issue, or even like once a day. That's still an issue, like can't be
So
doing that.
your pet peeve is when people harsh on you for what you eat.
Yes, exactly.
So is it just when people say like, "Oh, you shouldn't eat that," or
Yeah, like
or is it also when people like you eat that because
yeah,
they don't
like exactly like when
like
you
like Brussels sprouts? I don't like Brussels sprouts. I'm not gonna harsh on someone because they like them, but like bell pepper, no, fuck man, no, gross, yuck.
like there's a like it's a fine line, right? Like if someone's eating something that's truly disgusting, then we can talk about it. Because like I had a coworker once who would eat like for his lunch would be Vienna sausages and dill pickles, and he would just that's it.
I like both those things.
But together at the same
So,
time.
I mean, that doesn't sound too bad.
But his breath rank because of it.
Yeah. So,
I work with it like okay, but like so that's my like if it starts getting like if they're taking like a whole bunch of like
well, now you just don't like stinky breath.
well yeah fair but like say they take like if it's like bad and everyone agrees that it's bad we might be able to talk. But if it's just like normal stuff, don't hurt. Like it's just leave me alone. I'm gonna eat what I want. Like, screw you. I go to the gym. I do other things that is healthy. Screw you. It's just there's such a pompous aura of like, you eat McDonald's. Try a salad. Yeah, well, your salad's covered in ranch or dressing. Like, how good's your salad? You know, like, screw you.
With ranch, it's delicious.
Well, it's delicious, but is it good for you? No, because it's covered in ranch and it loses the value of the vegetables
Well,
you're trying to.
it's mostly lettuce anyway, so it has almost no value.
Well, that's a boring ass salad if you're just having lettuce.
When people say salad, I'm thinking like, all right, so you just put some lettuce in something that was already a meal, and then you call it a salad.
No, like a salad is like you take lettuce as the lettuce is the base. Like that's the thing that like, but like you
I like,
put like
well, I like
cucumbers
spinach salad.
or whatever. You have like a green base, whether it's spinach, kale, lettuce, or a hybrid or mix of both, whatever. Then you put
What's potato salad?
that's not a salad. That's not a salad. That is potatoes with a crap ton of like everything else that's a dressing or a liquid. whatever the sauce is. It's not a
Okay,
salad.
what about macaroni salad?
That's not a salad. It's not,
Well, they said it's a salad.
it's a salad in the sense that it's just like jumbled up mess, but it's not like a healthy salad like that.
But
Like,
so
hold on. What is the definition of a salad?
so
A cold
it
dish of various mixtures of raw or cooked vegetables, usually seasoned with oil, vinegar, or other dressing, and sometimes accompanied by meat, fish, or other ingredients.
so if I were to mix my corn into my mashed potatoes and let it get cool, is that a salad?
Wait, what?
Like
What?
if you have mashed potatoes and corn on your plate and you mix them together, is it a salad?
It's technically a salad by definition.
All right.
It's raw or cooked vegetables, and you have raw and cooked vegetables. But you don't season it with oil or vinegar. You just season it with.
You can.
But you
It
normally
doesn't.
don't.
But here's the thing. It doesn't say you have to season it.
Well, it's yes, fair. It says usually. It doesn't say
But and you can put butter on it, and that would be oils.
that would be oils. And then
You can
also,
add pepper and salt, and bacon bits.
and then a mixture containing specified ingredients served with a dressing. So technically, that's why it's called a potato salad because that fits under the second, like, definition of a salad. Mixture containing
The dressing is mayonnaise.
yeah, it's not healthy for you, but it's a salad technically.
Oh, all right. Put in the comments things that are salads that aren't traditional salads.
Also, the Midwestern salad is an abomination on a god himself. Do you
Oh,
know what the?
is
Do you
that
know
the
what?
Jello one?
Yes,
Oh
I'm pretty
God.
sure that's the Midwestern.
Whatever person thought up Jello to be used for anything but eating with a spoon from a bowl. Like if you do anything with Jello, we're talking like not
Well,
gelatin, which you
there's a few different Midwestern salads. It
but if
depends.
you use Jello for anything like Jello, not like a gelatin thickener stuff, but like red, green, blue, whatever freaking color
Yeah.
of Jello. You use that for anything but itself, or maybe putting like little bits of fruit in it, but anything else is an abomination.
So there's a few different types of Midwestern salad.
I,
There's the
Tater, Tater, put up a picture of Midwestern salad
there's the ambrosia salad,
or ambrosia. Yeah.
which is pineapple, cherries, marshmallow, and yeah, pineapples, cherries, marshmallow, and like other stuff, and it's like mixed together, and it's just blech.
Yeah, ambrosia is supposed to be like the food of the gods, and that sounds like the food of the devil.
That sounds horrifying.
Because you know what I want with my marshmallow fluff paste is pineapples and cherries.
So like, dude, Jello salad is just I don't get people who eat Jello salad. Like,
I don't get people who just eat straight Jello either. Like it's a very specific dessert.
Jello's cool. I like Jello. Do you not like
It,
Jello?
I love Jello, but like I I'd still rather get anything else.
I mean, I guess that's fair. I guess
Like
like
I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm at the store. So I have like $2. I go to the store like, all right, what can I get for dessert? A box of Jello or a candy bar.
also, why are you going to a grocery store with just $2?
Well, I'm factoring in like every like you can't be like, oh, I have like my grocery
Okay,
grocery list.
I get you.
I'm like, if I'm going for just dessert and I have $2, I know I can still get more than just Jello.
But you can get a lot of Jello.
Yeah, but like you want is that gonna be your dessert for a couple days? Because no one has Jello like that.
I mean, like you could have, but like Jello's versatile though. You could have like,
Why if just buy pudding instead?
but like not all pudding's good though.
A lot of it's good.
I love them like pause. I'm like, what do you mean?
Like I personally don't like putting the pudding skin on top. A lot of people do, but I mean, Jello brand pudding's delicious,
Mhm.
but Jello, I'm have that like once, and then be like, all right, I'll have that again in a month or more.
I mean, it's fair. I'm not like disagreeing with what you're saying. I'm just like I was shocked that like Jello was that for you.
I think it's like that for everyone. No one really, because no one thinks about Jello. It's made
Except,
from pig's feet. It's made from pig feet. Okay, it is gelatin made from hooves.
I mean, yeah, but there's also like a whole like subsect of the West culture that eats like bull testicles. So I don't think that stops people.
I mean, I would be willing to try it,
Yeah.
especially if it had like if you made like if you like fully deep fried bull testicles and put it in like a panko breadcrumb like shell,
Well, I don't like. Here's the thing: like
like that'd be amazing.
the way it's served, I don't even think you would be able to tell. Like, what is it
Well,
called? Like,
I imagine it tastes a lot. I imagine it's a lot like a chicken heart, just a little bigger.
what is it like? Blue? What is it called? Oyster? Like something oyster?
Blue oysters,
Rocky Mountain
Rocky
oysters.
Mountain oysters. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, no, like I'd be willing to try it because I'm sure,
That,
like,
that,
if
that,
it's been able to sort of survive this long, that means that when you eat it, it doesn't taste weird. Like that's just like what
well,
I'm like.
I mean that's not entirely true.
There is no way that this has survived this long if it's not even remotely good.
But people eat mealworms.
But if you cook it up, like if you cook it up, like the issue, like for a lot of
Well, I've never had. Have you had one?
yes,
Okay, so my question is it like biting into a Cinnabon delight?
no, because it was cooked, so it was like a little crunchy.
So, but is there for the folks at home? Is there nut in there? Like, is there a creamy filling to it?
I mean, like it was like there was a little bit, but it was like, but it was cooked, so most of it was gone. So it was different. Like if you eat it raw, but if you ate it
We
raw, then
boiled
yeah.
off we boiled off the nut.
But if you like boil, if you just like, if you just boiled it and didn't fry it, or if you like just ate it raw, yeah, it'd be like squishy and like gooey.
Well, I know they have to cook it. I'm not eating raw meat, but like
Well, you can eat insects raw. Like that's the thing. It's like
but that's an insect. It's barely meat at all. It's mostly carapace and exoskeleton.
well, even like mealworms. I think like I've seen like I think people do eat mealworms.
They eat them raw.
Yeah.
Most things do. But like cow, cow nuts? No, no, you cook that.
No, I'm not. I was talking about the mealworms. I'm not talking about the.
I'm still talking about cow nut.
You asked me if I had eaten a mealworm, and I was thinking,
No, I was still talking about cow nut.
why were you?
I was like,
when you
I
asked,
was
have you ever had it? I thought you were talking
I,
about the mealworm.
no, I was asking you if you had ever had a Rocky Mountain oyster.
No, see, that's where the disconnect happened.
Yeah, and then I'm like, is there still a nut in
Now
there?
that
And
makes
you're
sense.
like,
I was like, what the fuck are you on about? Because I thought you were talking about the mealworm.
all right. So, folks at home, we're still not sure if there's nut in the oyster,
No, because I've never had one.
but
We need to go
but
because
would you think? Would you think it's like a Cinnabon delight, just not sweet?
no, it's not. I'm just gonna go on a limb and say it's not. I don't
And
think
like I
there's.
said, if you fried it enough and like put a like good like breadcrumb shell on it,
Yeah,
I'd probably it probably I bet it's almost like it would, if you did it that way, it'd be almost like a beef, like a super like it'd be like a squishy beef Wellington.
yeah. Like it's like that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Is like there's no way that it like the way it's prepared isn't at least to a degree good because it has to be good. There's no way it could survive this long if it's not good.
I don't
Like
know, man. Uh,
how could there
I'd be willing, but at the same time,
like I wouldn't buy like a full.
and now is it just gross? Is it just gross because it's
It's a
like
100%.
it's
It,
testicles?
it's 100% a mental thing. It's a
Yeah,
hundred. It's 100% a mental thing. Like if you like so there's
like
a
I had that issue when I had chicken heart for the first time. I'm
yeah
like that. There's no way that's gonna taste good. And then I
like
have it. I'm
or
like,
like
this is
liver or
delicious.
like intestine like there's people who eat like intestines like it's a thing like people like especially if you go to like countries where they like use the whole animal like
The correct way.
they like it's just a mental thing. It's just that we have been. It's purely.
We've been brainwashed into not
It's not
enjoying food
brainwashed.
because
It's just that we grew up in a culture where like eating certain things is like that's not how you like. No, you don't eat that.
taboo. Like,
Apparently like cow tongue is like super
oh,
good.
it is good.
Really, you've
Very
had it?
yeah. It's you get it sliced super thin. It's kind of it's because I've had it with hot pot.
Mm.
Oh, it's super chewy,
Yeah,
but it's really beefy. Like it's great.
yeah, and I mean like I'm sure like if you here's the thing when it comes to meat
You ever
on
seen a cow's tongue though? Like Jesus Christ.
it's wicked. I've seen it. I've seen people cook it. It's wicked. Um,
Yeesh.
but the thing with like meat in general, if it comes from an animal, is that as long as it's like cooked correctly, it probably will taste fine at the end.
Mm.
Like if it's cooked and seasoned correctly, you won't notice. You just shut like it's literally like the way to get around it if you're really that bothered by it. Close your eyes, put something in your nose that smells good, and you'll be able to eat it. That's if you really want to try it. Cause then that's like cause like your senses play a huge part of it. If you're like seeing, you're like that's liver, and if you like smell it and you don't like the smell of liver, your brain is gonna immediately be like the second you taste it, you're gonna be like that's not good. You know.
No, I mean we're training ourselves like we train our children to eat broccoli.
Yeah. So then like in order to like get you to like it, you just have to like eat it first.
Cover
Try
in
closing your
cheese.
cover it in cheese. Close your eyes. See if and like and just go like you have to get past it. Once you get past it, then you realize it's no different. All right. Anyways, pet peeves. Jesus.
My pet peeve is when we go off on a tangent. Not really. I like when we do because we learn things.
Well.
So everybody, thank you for joining us for the pet peeves portion. We went straight into the bull nut section.
Was straight to
The nut.
the heart of the testicle nut of the
We
section.
went straight to the heart of the liver of the nut problem.
No, but like okay, so like what's your pet peeve? Like what's your biggest
I do not like it when people I don't really loud noises that don't need to be there. So like in my line of work, I have patients who are hard of hearing, or they're just getting older, which also hard of hearing, and they will, come to my place of business, and they will just like yell, like, oh, not even yell, just like very loudly say that like what they need to me, and I'll be like bring it down, please. Or dogs barking. I can't stand dog barking, and I will do nothing to stop it, because I'm like, that's the animal is doing what it thinks it has to do. I'm not gonna hit the animal. I can just like, hey, shut up. And if it doesn't listen to me, like, okay, nothing I can really do except for like try to get rid of the problem. But dog barking, I can't stand it. I love dogs, but some of those little bastards will not stop.
So true.
That's
Like,
why I like cats. All they do is like chirp
yeah.
occasionally.
I mean, like, I'd be hard pressed to say I also
But
don't
just not,
like. I
or like,
don't like. It depends. Like it depends on the situation. If they're barking because they're like happy or excited, that's one thing. But like when they're just like they're barking because they're barking, then I'm just like, bro, why? Or like, they see someone walk by and then they're just like, yo, this is my house, and they're like barking. And like I get that they're territorial, and it's like they're defending their area because their people are inside, and but it's just like, yo, he's just walking, man. Like you just gotta let it go.
it, I mean, and I'm no dog trainer, and I mean, I
Yeah,
don't need
like
advice on how to dog train, but like just
it's just
dog
like
barking and
like
people talking too loud. I'm like, just keep it down.
it's not like at the end of the day they're dogs. They're cute, adorable animals, and they're not doing it to annoy us. It's just
Oh, same can be said of you, my dude.
I that's fair.
You're a cute, adorable animal, and you don't mean to do it, but you do.
Um, my big I have a lot of pep. I could like go on a just on a tear of like
um,
pet peeves. Slow drivers. That's my biggest one. Get out of the
uh,
damn left lane.
so all right, so there's multiple forms of slow drivers. We've got the traveling the left lane section,
You go
which is people that don't understand this is the passing lane,
go die.
or this
Like
is
I'm
the I'm
sorry.
going 90 the entire way, get out of my way thing.
Just go
Like,
away.
we do not advocate for, you know, ignoring the traffic laws, but that is the law, is left lane is the passing lane.
Yes, like that is an actual thing, and that's why you see signs on the highway that say slow traffic, move right. Like that's an actual thing. Get out of the left lane.
Yep. If I'm doing the speed limit in that lane and I'm passing cars, I don't want a guy coming up behind me doing 90 flashing his lights at me. I'm like, I'm doing my job. I am passing the cars I need to. I will get out of your way when I can, and then when you speed by me, I will get back in that lane so I can continue around the people to my right.
Yeah.
And because honestly, my anxiety of like, all right, my exit's coming, like my exit, like my thing will be like, oh, like take exit in like 2 miles. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get in that right lane as soon as I can,
Hmm.
just to make sure that I can, get to where I need
That's
to
another
go.
pet peeve. People who will wait till the last second to get into their exit and then like dart across because they want to be in the left. They're a left lane rider, and then instead of taking the preamble of like, oh, that's my exit, I need to like get into that lane. They'll wait until the last second and just like, oh, and it's
Your pet peeve isn't slow. Your pet peeve is bad drivers.
yeah, I guess. I don't. My pet peeve is other drivers, like just like
Everyone's an
like
idiot. Everyone's an idiot, and they're trying to kill you. That's the rule of the road.
it's unbelievable. Like I
So the other slow driver category we have is the people that, like, it's posted 50. Don't be doing 35.
that's
I
more
get it.
dangerous. That's
Yeah.
more dangerous. Like I don't think people realize when you if its speed limit says 60 and you're going 40, you're that's more harmful to go that
If you
slow.
can stop faster than I can, and you're gonna slam on your brakes
Yeah,
to take a turn or something, I'm gonna hit you.
yeah,
It almost happened to me the other day. I'm like, I was doing the speed limit. Person 2 cars ahead was doing like 10, 15 under, and then they slam on their brakes to take a left turn, and then the car in front of me like has to veer off, and then I had to veer like slightly to the
yeah,
side. I'm like, you can't do that. And then they I hate when someone does something shitty and then they wave, and I'm like I'm not gonna road rage, but in my brain I have all the scenarios of like,
yeah,
oh, I'm gonna follow this person and get on my car and yell
yeah,
at them. Like, no, that's psycho shit. But
yeah,
like, it's there.
yeah. Like, I don't know what's worse when they wave like as if that's going to solve everything, or if they
Yeah,
flick you off like they are not the ones doing it, like doing
like
the
I
wrong
swear,
thing. Like,
I hate honking my horn
oh, I do
because
too.
I don't know because like people that it's not for are going to assume it is for them,
Yeah,
and they're gonna be like, "What the fuck?" I just anger everybody. Anybody that can hear my horn is gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
yeah, exactly.
But
Like the only times I've like genuinely honked my horn are for when the person in front of me did something, and I'm like letting them know, hey, you
you're
fucked
an idiot.
up. Yeah. Or the other area is when like, and I have to wait like an extra second, and I hate that I have to. When someone doesn't move when it turns green, and I'm like, come on, just go so I don't have to do. Fine, like, uh,
Just make a personal rule when it turns green. Count to five. If they don't
yeah,
move by three, they're done.
yeah.
Be
Like
like,
you
oh,
have to
green, all right,
get
one,
that because I hate people who
two.
like honk the second it turns green. I'm like, I haven't even had a chance to put my foot up. Like I see it, man. But like,
When that happens, I'll burn out. I'll be like, okay, like do my turn, and I'll be like, you're in a rush. Now everyone has to see all this. I look like an asshole, but at the same time, I went when it instantly went green, so you fuck off.
yeah,
I had one the other day where a guy was driving super slow ahead of me, and he was in a little slightly souped up car. I could tell, like he's getting chrome exhaust and little fin, little fucking tail and all that. But he's going under the speed limit. I'm stuck behind. I'm like, what's going on? But I'm like, it's fine. Like it's not that bad. I maybe was a little close to him, not tailgating, but like I could have backed off a little more. But I'm like, I'm trying to get somewhere. And then it gets to a part where like 2 lanes, and then those 2 lanes will reconverge again after the intersection. So I put like he goes to one like, all right, so I'm gonna go in the last lane, and I'll get past him, and I won't have to deal with that anymore. Light turns green. He fucking like guns it ahead of me, and I'm like, so now I'm stuck behind him again. I'm like, this accomplished nothing other than you showing me that you have a fast car, but now you're still driving slow like a dick. Like, why are you like this?
I just don't get like that. Like kind of feeds it like the other one that's like annoying is when you pass someone and you're passing them and then they like speed up or they like just like why you were going your speed and then I passed you and now you're like, oh, I can't be passed. This isn't NASCAR. This isn't Formula One. Where
It's
there's no
not a race.
position. There's no positions. There's no like if I get to my destination before you, I make $1,000,000 because I won a race. Like that's not a thing.
No,
Like
it's not laps.
yeah,
It's time trial,
yeah,
but only for personal use, not
yeah,
against other people.
exactly.
Like my goal is like, all right, it says 30 minutes to get to my destination. I want to get there in 27. It has nothing to do with you. Get out of my way.
Get out of the line. Are you okay? Are you dying over there?
Let me drink my sugar water. Hold on.
Um, the other thing that like okay, so like getting off cars, like, cause like we could like do like
So we all pet peeve other people on the road,
yeah, pretty much that's
pedestrians and cars.
yeah, and bikers, like pedal bikers.
If there's a bike lane, get in it. If there's not, walk.
Walk. Get out.
I don't need your vehicle, and your vehicle is this wide. Your ass is this wide. Move. Buy a mountain bike. Go off road. But if I have to go into the oncoming traffic because you want to like wear your skin tight little outfit with your fucking like banana helmet, like, oh, I'm being healthy. Get a fucking bicycle at home and ride that, and then blow the fan on you or something. But get the fuck off the road. I don't care about your vehicle rights as a bicycle. Get off the
Oh,
road.
my thing with them is
My car is 8,000 times the weight of you.
my thing with them is that they like we want bicycle, like we're a car, but then they don't follow car rules. Like they don't stop at red lights, they don't stop at stop signs. You're just supposed to like wake it like to their every whim, like whatever they feel like.
Did you know if they're not riding their bicycle on the road and they're like let's say they're riding on the sidewalk, if you get to a crosswalk, the law is you have to walk it across. You cannot ride your bicycle across a crosswalk.
No one follows that.
I know no one solves that. But like if you're on the sidewalk and you press the button and when that light turns on, you have to walk. There is no riding along a crosswalk.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Also, and then you know all your hand signals obviously from
Yeah,
driving school, but they're supposed to use those, and they're just like they point. And I'm like, okay, so you're gonna go that way. I'm guessing.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
Like there 100 there should be more bike lanes. There should be more like off the main road bike lanes, because I had one in one of the towns I was living in before this, and I'd ride my longboard there the whole like all the time, and I'd go between towns. It was so long and like it was comfortable. People would walk. There was no threat of a car hitting me. I hate when bicycles ride the wrong direction on the road. It's ride with, not against.
Yeah.
So if I'm driving, all of a sudden I see a bicycle and I'm like, oh, get the fuck out of my way, because I don't know what you're like. I know you're trying to avoid me. At the same time, I gotta avoid your dumbass because my vehicle will kill you. All right, so we hate people, cars, and bicycles.
Yeah. Oh my dude, my other like people who like yell at retail workers
If
go
you yell at anybody that
doing
doesn't deserve it, no, not even just doing their job. If you yell at anybody that doesn't deserve it, you're just a piece of shit.
yes.
That's not a pet peeve. That's just being a good person.
Like if you but like specifically like yes, I agree with you, but like also like people who like the other day I saw like I even sent a tweet out. It was like this dude was yelling at like a 17-year-old girl working at Starbucks. Like because she accidentally put whipped cream on her like bro,
Let's make another one.
just like they can make another one, or they could take the whipped cream, like they could just like because it was still fresh, you could still like scoop it, and it's not going to get all of it, it's going to get a lot of it, like, or just like it's a 17-year-old girl and she made a mistake and she's like
it doesn't even matter how old they are.
well sure, but like there's something even like more added on when they're like not
when
even
they're a minor.
yeah
Yeah, because you're just being an asshole to a kid, and
yeah like
obviously it just looks worse. But
like yeah, but like no, but I agree with like yeah, like if it was just like even if it was just a lady in her third, like it doesn't matter, like where like I just want to understand like ask like where are you in your life, what is wrong, like why are you this
5 to 10 times a day?
Why are you
especially
like this?
with my clientele.
Why do you feel the need to yell at people? Well, yeah, that's just New England though. New England just yells at people. Like that's what
it's not just New England. Don't make this a New England thing.
I swear to God, it's like
Boston has some of the nicest people in the entire country.
That's not what like I swear to God.
That's 100% true. That's 100% true.
Is it Philly that's filled with assholes?
I mean, Philly is a bunch of a-holes. It's essentially just a nicer New York. New York is full of assholes. But like it's not a New England thing. I'm not gonna put bad behavior as a regional thing, but every day in service everywhere, people are getting yelled at. My and well, it's not even for no it's always for a reason. It's a dumb, stupid, shitty reason. And so like I have clientele who have issues with addiction or have disabilities or are just old. Just because you're any of those things doesn't give you a right to treat other people poorly. I understand you're frustrated. I understand you're going through things. But the person on the other side of that counter has their own world and you don't have the right to mess that up. So if you like I know
It'd be
like
one thing if like the service, if the service was terrible, if they were like,
no. Even if the service is terrible, you still don't have the right to treat the other person badly. If I'm the waiter and I come over and I throw your steak on your table, don't yell at that person. Don't yell. Just get the manager, solve the problem. If it's an issue, be like, all right, I'm out of here. But you don't have to start a fight. You don't have to cuss. You don't have to throw. You don't have to be. You don't have to end up on TikTok as a Karen. Just like, all right, that sucked, and I'm defending myself by not being as bad as them. And that's extremely hard to do for all of us.
yes,
But that's the correct behavior. I 100%, and I regret it, but at the same time I don't. And when it was my birthday a few years ago, like 2 years ago now, I went to 99.
What is that?
The restaurant, the restaurant, no, a New England regional restaurant.
Okay.
It's just normal American food,
All right.
Chicken tendies, burgers,
Got
seafood.
it. Okay. Yeah. That.
God, I want some chicken tendies right now. And it was my birthday. I went with my younger siblings, and they were gonna treat me to dinner. But like I drove, and they were gonna help pay for everything. And we get in. It's a little busy, not that bad. Like we got a table right away. We sat at the table for an hour before anyone even came over to like give us silverware, menus, or like anything. And we're like, what's going on? And we know the rule of don't be like, excuse me. We don't, none of that. I'm like, they know we're here. They have us written down. They know we're here. Someone sat us here. So we didn't stop anybody. Like, and people just go by. I'm like, so obviously there was a part of us where we should have been like, hey, what's going on? Another 30 minutes pass, not even water, no silverware. I'm like, all right, let's go. This sucked. Like this sucked a lot, especially today. Like I just wanted to have dinner. So we get up and everyone goes to the car and I go back in and I'm like, and I go to the hostess and she had a manager badge on and I'm like, hey, that was the shittiest fucking thing you guys could have done to me today. And they're like, oh, what happened? I'm like, I sat there for an hour and a half with my family and no one even talked to us. And I'm like it's my birthday today and like I really wanted this today and you fucked it up. So thanks. And then I left. That probably I don't know if because I know 100% if you're a crappy patient, like a crappy person to me at work, the minute you leave, I'm talking shit about you. Everybody does it. But at the same time, I don't know if that maybe ruined their day. My goal wasn't to ruin their day, but at the time, it was. I wanted them to feel as bad as I did.
So there's a fine line, right? There's a fine line.
Yeah.
Between being an asshole and just yelling because we're out of something and then making it a big deal. It's not that person's fault that they're out of something. But on the inverse, like on the other side of that, and it's something that I've like noticed with like all of these like videos that are popping up of like people getting pissed off and then like these videos pop up is that like do you actually know the full story? Because like what if the person had an experience like you where they waited an hour, then they were trying to be as patient as they possibly could and nothing changed? Well, now you have to walk that fine line of being like still being respectful, but like also like you had to do that because you need to let them know that hey, you guys didn't do shit. Like you didn't do your job. Like that's different. And like if that is a manager and they heard that, someone needs to get that like figured out because they just lost business because they waited an hour and a half. And like I get that there's like a staffing shortage, and I get that it's not, but like at the very least at a restaurant, there should
I,
be someone should say at the bare minimum, someone should say, hey, we're a little short staffed. Here's some water, here's some menus, but we might not get to you right away. It should not just be you get to, and then no one.
in that situation, it wasn't short step, but like yes, this is, but there's the line you're talking about is what's acceptable behavior for your complaint.
Yeah.
It's not so like I was calm. It was a lower voice, but I was and it felt a little rude. But at that moment, I wanted to be rude. I wanted them to be feel the same way that I felt, which was upset,
Yeah.
not angry, but like sad. And I was like, I'm ticked, and I want you to feel bad.
Yeah, because like
I've gone back to that 99 at least 10 times by now.
yeah, like so like yeah, again, it's that line. It's like okay, so you have to evaluate what the mistake was. Are they out of something? Yeah, okay. Well, if they're out of
Okay.
something,
Yeah.
that's it. It's impossible to
I
remedy
have to
that
do my
solution.
job all the time.
Yeah, that
And
like
then it's like
that's out. Like yes,
you're killing me. I'm like,
it's you're out of that. Yes, it sucks, and yes, it's frustrating because you probably needed that day because you wanted to fix it, and now you can't, or you have to go whatever. And I get that's frustrating. It's not that person's fault. Like
yeah.
it's not like that's your emergency does not make someone else does not an emergency make for someone else. So like that's it's not their fault. However, if you know, like let's say you're working on a because like I've worked with like contractors and stuff. Say you made a mistake where you like I've made the mistake of tinting the wrong thing, and it's like a 10 like 20 gallons of paint, and they go and they try to put it on, and then now they have 20 gallons that they've bought, and it's messed up, and now and like they're annoyed now. They have to come back, drop it off, and they tell me like, "Hey, this is messed up. This is the color it's supposed to be. This is the color we need." A lot of times, honestly, with contractors, it was like, "What do we like? Can we swap it out?" And it's like, "Sure." Like, they're annoyed, but like, it's a calm annoyance. It's like, "Hey, man, that kind of sucks." And I'm like, "I know. I'm sorry. We'll swap it out. Give you like a little bit extra. Whatever. No worries. Like." But then there have been the times where they've like just exploded. I'm like, I get you're annoyed, but like also there's an easy solution if you just let me tell you the solution. You know?
Oh, that's I hate that the most is when you offer solutions to the problem and they're too upset to accept it,
Yeah.
or like there are things that would fix this, but you don't want to do them.
Mm-hmm.
Like that goes back to your other thing, like solution is there and I gave you the advice, but you're not gonna do it. So I'm like, that's on you.
Yeah.
So I have that problem all the time, and that happens to everyone in my job, and it's ridiculous. Or like, hey, like this location does not have the thing you're looking for, and I understand you ordered it and it hasn't gotten here yet. Or like it's not coming in for me. Like I'm trying, and like I want it to be here because I would like to get this to you, but I don't have it. I found that places nearby do have it, and it might be a bit of a process to get it there, but you can. Or it's be like, and I'm like, so try. They're like, no. And I'm like, okay, then be mad.
Yeah.
But there's no reason to treat me poorly because I'm the one here doing my best to help you.
Yeah. Like
If I told you to just fuck off, that'd be different. Go ahead, yell at me. I'm still gonna be pissed at you.
and like that's like another thing that's like Because like a lot of times, what would end up happening is if we were out of something, but there was like two other stores that were close by. I'd be like, look, this store has it. I could either we can either go grab it, or I could just call the store, tell them the order, and you can go pick it up, and they'll have it ready for you. Which would you prefer? And 9 times out of 10, depending on where they were, they'll just be like, I'll just go to the other store. I'm like, okay, I'll call them. And it's like, that's it. Like, see how, like, what calm gives you? Calm gives you solutions. That's like, if you're not, like, it's just like, there's no need to, like, and again, it's a fine line. I get that, like, not, like, I get that the customer isn't always in the wrong, you know?
The customer is never right.
They're never. I agree that they're not always right, but they're also not always the one that's wrong in the situation. There have been times where I've been like so poorly treated, and I still didn't yell, but I was like, "Okay, peace out. I'm not buying this shit." Like, but like again, it's just take the thing at face value of what's wrong, and is it worth your reaction?
Yeah.
Or
And
is
again,
your not even worth your reaction? Is it something that does it warrants that like if it is it warranted?
yeah, there's no reason to end up a screaming Karen on TikTok over whipped cream on my latte. Like,
Right.
there's no level of that requires screaming and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, causing a scene is like, when you cause a scene, when someone like assaults you, like, or if you're in danger, when you need people to see. But the world doesn't need to know that they put caramel drizzle on my chocolate milk. I'm like,
Right.
no, like, hey, can you fix that? You fucked up.
Yeah. Well, dude, I have to tell, especially with food. Like, I'll be real. I'm
Oh,
too.
I will not.
I'm
Like,
too.
what did the John Mulaney said? You could spill
Still
soup in
soup
my
on me.
lap.
Yeah.
I'll apologize.
I'm too like. There was one time where like I still like. Don't get me wrong. Like if it's like way off, I'll be like, hey, I ordered a steak. This is chicken. Can I really want a steak.
And
Like,
99 times out of 100, they'll be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. We'll fix that."
yeah,
If you get the one like, "No, you can just have that," or like, "No, you said chicken," I'll be like, "Well, I didn't."
yeah.
Okay. In my honestly, I'm really good at lying, which works very well in customer service, mainly just to fix problems. I'm not saying I lie all the time, but there are situations where I've lied. Uh, but like, you could be like, "Oh, well, like, I have an allergy to chicken, so I never would have ordered this." You're lying, but you'll be like, "Oh, then yeah, let me go get your steak."
Yeah.
But like, mine will be like, well, you know, you got this much supply of it, you should still have this much left. And they'll be like, "Oh, well, my doctor changed halfway through." And I'll be like, "Well, you didn't tell me, you didn't tell your insurance company, your doctor didn't tell us.
Mhm.
Like, you have to do that." I'm like, "They don't have to. I could have gone and tried to do an override and called the
Mhm.
insurance company. Like, I could have done a million steps and probably gotten it fixed. But what would make it easier? If they did take responsibility and
Oh, like, dude, lag in retail is like a thing that happens. That's I used to do it all the time. It's like
consumers were lying to you. There is more in the back."
so okay, like Loki. So there's this. There have been so many times where
Are
like
we? Are we running over?
dude, like I don't know, I don't
Okay.
know, like uh, what time? Like why is? Oh no.
We'll do a little more retail, and then we can continue next week too.
Yeah. Okay. But
Because boy,
like
I love bitching about working.
um, no, but like so a thing we would do would be like on the weekend, especially because a lot of times in the winter I would work weekends by myself. So I
I
would
remember
just,
that.
and so like I couldn't go anywhere. Like I couldn't go anywhere. Like I couldn't grab anything. So I would take stock of what we would have, especially for like the homeowner lines,
Hmm.
and that's what I would sell. That's what I would push. Like no matter
We
what
got
this,
we
no matter
got
what they were
paint
asked,
and we got paint. Like,
like
no, this is definitely just as good as what you're looking for.
yeah,
Hold on.
exactly. It'd be like they'll be like, oh, we're just painting a guest room. You want top of the line stuff that needs to be like extra washable. They don't need it, but like also it's the what I have, so like we're rolling with that. But like so like
I I hate when patients, doctors send in prescription. I'm a pharmacy technician, okay? I'm not going to tell you who for, but now you know what I do. Um, I hate when doctors send in a prescription for an over-the-counter medicine that's not covered by the patient's insurance because it's over the counter, and the patient will demand that I fill their 90 count, like the 90 count. None of the medicine on the shelf comes 90, like over the counter. Nothing of it comes 90 count. They're like, I want the 90 count. I'm like, it'd be cheaper if you just bought the 100 count bottle off the shelf. It's also buy one, get one free right now. So you could get 200 of this essentially cheaper than it would be for you to get the 90 count. Like, no, I want you guys to do it. I'm like, so I go out to the shelf, I grab the over the counter item, I open it, I count the 90, I still have the 10 left in the bottle, close it, mark it, put it on my shelf in the pharmacy. That bottle doesn't get touched for weeks, maybe months. Sometimes I just have to damage them out because I'm like, all right, so I just wasted those 10 because you wanted me to count out 90 for you instead of you just having
10
two
extra.
bottles of this that'll last you.
Yeah. That's
So
so dumb. Okay.
it's
Well,
super dumb.
so this turned into just more pet peeve than any of our bad habits. There's a few of our bad habits just calling ourselves assholes of like being dicks.
Yeah. I bite my nails. I want to stop that.
I bite my nails too. But you know
Like,
what? You know what the issue with you when you like say you want to stop biting your nails or like any like bad habit is the second you think about it, you subconsciously do it. Like more
yeah,
like the second you're like, oh, I need to stop doing that. Like I've noticed, like I'll look at my nails and be like, oh, hey, that's getting pretty. Like
yeah, it's pretty,
that's getting like
pretty bad.
to a length, but like a normal length, and then I'm like, so I shouldn't bite it off.
And then on the drive home, you're like, and like you spit out the nail. And you're like,
Well,
ah,
fuck. Yeah, exactly. That's genuinely what happened. Like 10 minutes later, subconsciously, and I'm like, "Wow, I just said not to do that. So I'm pretty sure,
God,
like the
God
second,
damn it, me.
like I'm pretty sure the second you say like I shouldn't do said bad habit, it clicks subconsciously in your head that you need to do that bad habit.
I'm just letting you know right now. I'm playing with nail clippers and a Pringles lid. I'm literally just cutting apart a Pringles lid with a nail.
Why?
And it's making my brain. It's making the brain happy chemicals. I don't know why, but I'm just like I'm enjoying cutting this up with
All right, man.
nails.
You do you, boo boo. All
So
right. Anyways, this is coming crashing, burning to the ground. Anyways, um, if you guys liked our little rambles, please
yeah,
leave a like, subscribe if you're new, comment
definitely
down,
tell us about your pet peeves and your bad habits.
tell us why we're
Um,
assholes, and
we won't judge you. We might, but we won't judge you publicly.
yeah, and leave comments down below on what episodes we should do next. What you want to hear
Please.
from us.
We don't like thinking. It's very difficult for us. So if you do it for us, it'll help.
I mean, like we're still doing pretty good, but um, yeah, we'll see you next. See you next week.
Next Saturday.
Next time, whatever. Oh, happy like okay, so like a little thing like it's we record these before Saturday. Happy Star Wars Day, buddy. Love you.
May the fourth be with
May the
you.
fourth be with you, and also happy Revenge of the Fifth.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Peace out, Girl
Bye.
Scout. Bye.